talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I blame she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, Alpha.
On first down, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
You got time right there.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's make these babies cry. Mike 35, Mike 35.
From the 44, Darnold eluding the pressure right, and he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
44, hey, exit. 44. We got it.
Darnold from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. A shotgun snap for Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He's checking sticks. Pull it high.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is fielded at the 7. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Darnold. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
40 outside. Mike, 44. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Motion.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he finds his tight end, Graham. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
319. Let's go. Let's hit this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Easy. Be ready. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 53. Mike. Hey, Haywood.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers going to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brandon Copeland just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here for Davis. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's caught here by Adams. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Check back, check back. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Crunch time, defense.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
We go, set. Mike Bobo. Young lady, tick down. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Mike, 44. Red lady. Switch.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Check 52. Lady.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
It's now third down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, pick 26.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And it's caught by Crabtree. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Rodgers going to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check. Slam. Shane. Hey, flag. Check 30.
To throw is Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, that's Allison. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
X3, 218, chop. Back north. Inside.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
80 weapons. 44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. I got it, lady. You. Slam.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Airing one out for Crowder. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them there. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those Braves in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Crabtree has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check it back, check it back. 26. Let's go. Mike, number 53.
To throw again, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Bofo's to Mike. Mike's Bofo. Hey, Eddie. You Mike. General West.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Check 3, check 3. Jump out. 53, Mike. We are going. Watch this. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Check that. 93 is the mic. Blue dead, blue dead.
On first down, it's Bell, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They come out here in the eye. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Montgomery. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Check 24, check 24. Pilot, 64, weak.
Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Jones, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll go again with Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check. Fresno.
Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
y'all came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you.